Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today we're making pita bread. Now I was first introduced to this recipe when I went to Israel. This is a great bread option for sandwiches or even as a standalone snack. I really hope you give this recipe a try. And so, let's get started. All right, let's dive right into this recipe. In the bowl of a stand mixer, we're going to add in 1.5 cups worth of warm water, about 100 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 to 43 degrees Celsius. We're gonna follow that up by adding in 2¼ teaspoons worth of Red Star Platinum yeast, which is about 1 standard packet's worth. We're also going to add in 1 tablespoon of granulated white sugar. Mix these together and allow them to rest for about 5 minutes. And after those 5 minutes, you want to add in 2 teaspoons worth of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and 2 cups worth of all-purpose flour. Use a paddle attachment to whisk these ingredients together for 15 seconds. And then after the 15 seconds, you want to add in 2 more cups of all-purpose flour and whisk this on low speed for 2 minutes or until the dough has just formed. Once the dough has formed on a lightly floured working surface using floured hands, you want to knead the dough for about 5 minutes. A sign that the dough is ready to rise is that when you press your finger into the dough, it'll slightly rise back. You want to drizzle a large bowl with olive oil, and you want to place the dough inside the bowl with a small drizzle of olive oil on top of the dough as well, and make sure it gets coated in the oil all around. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and then allow this dough to rise for about 2 hours or until the dough has doubled in size. And when the rising period's almost over, you want to preheat your oven to 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 degrees Celsius. And you also want to turn the oven to the broil option as well at 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 degrees Celsius as well. Place a pizza stone on a oven rack 6 inches away from the broiler of the oven. Any closer and you'll burn the pita bread. After the rising time, you want to remove the dough from the bowl and divide it into 6 to 8 portions. And then you want to roll out those portions into 7-inch sized discs. You want to transfer the discs one at a time into the oven onto the pizza stone. Before closing the oven door, you want to pour in about 1/2 cup's worth of water into a vessel at the bottom of the oven or just into the bottom of the oven. This creates the ideal environment for the pita to rise. You need to have a humid environment for optimal pita bread. You want to bake the pita for about 2 minutes or until the pita puffs and slightly browns. You want to repeat these steps for all the remaining pita dough. After they're done baking, you can use a dry paper towel and brush away any excess flour. With those final steps, this pita bread is ready to be served and enjoyed. Congrats, you've made one delicious bread right at home. If you are using a pizza peel to transfer the dough into the oven, add a bit of flour to the peel under the dough to allow the dough to easily slide off onto the pizza stone. This pita bread makes a great option as a standalone snack or a great sandwich option. When you try this at home, be sure to tag me at Chef Vic Cuisine or hashtag Chef Vic Cuisine so I can see your great takes on this dish. As always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine Volume 3, Upgrading Your Inner Chef. And that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in my description box. And feel free to click the pop-up on your screen for more information on that as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed learning how to make pita bread. And if you did, make sure you smash that like button for me. It's one of the best ways to show support for the channel. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe, and tell a friend to subscribe too. And feel free to share this video with all your family and friends. And stay tuned for next week where I show you a really tasty and cool looking drink, my melon bomb recipe. Well, thank you all again so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. You can always check out more videos on my page now. YouTube thinks you'll like these recipes, so let's see if they're right. And I'll catch you next time on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine. And until then, peace.